Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a chance to see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings as they match up with the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
All right, guys, going to go ahead and dive into this gameplay. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. I have the difficulty on Pro and a CPU versus CPU. I have my penalty sliders. And, oh, nice pass. I think that's roughing the passer. But I saw that I played a few games. I watched a few games on Pro, and the scores wasn't too high. I think they changed the gameplay a little bit over patches and stuff, so plays a little better. Look at this run. Alvin Cook's gone. Catch him. You see a lot of big plays, but it's from good players and good quarterbacks and good wide receivers, good halfbacks. As you saw Dalvin Cook just run that one right there. But it's not, the big plays aren't consistent.
They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Nice tackle. He right there, he didn't escape. And plays work on Pro, like the screenplay. You can actually run a good screenplay. There's a handoff. Abdullah.
The crowd here in the dome making things difficult.
Come on, blitz him. Come on, Saints, blitz him.
Throwing, Cousins.
Oh, that's a nice pass.
Has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown.
So they scored real soon, real quick.
As his guys are able to strike.
So they was able to carve us up there.
That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it.
Yeah, you knew they were going to pass it.
And on the opening drive of the game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26.
All right, and people get in the zone. In this, and I've seen Michael Thomas get in the zone, and I've seen Drew Brees get in the zone a few times, and that's what you want to see, somebody get in the zone every now and then.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding when you look back at what people thought about him coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it, he can do it, and boy does he prepare well for each and every game.
Oh, Kamara goes nowhere. Wow.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
The steal in the 2017 NFL Draft had to be running back Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee, who ended up being that year's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Split time with Mark Ingram his first 2 years in the league, with Mark Ingram now in
Kamara didn't go nowhere that time either.
And through his first 2 years, almost equal yardage, rushing and receiving.
Oops. Sorry about that. 3rd and 10.
Now Brees on 3rd down.
Going over the middle. Hits his man. tight coverage, though. Can't remember catches it.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down.
17 there,
Count
the
it.
New Orleans first down.
Is that a run play?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And Kamara.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 40.
Front seven of Minnesota, no joke.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Pass play.
Second and 11 now. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
The transformation of defensive end Danielle Hunter is complete. No longer just a situational pass rusher. He's a full-time defensive end playing the run and the pass with equal skill. Fourth in the league in 2018 in sacks.
An incomplete pass.
Third and 11. It's got to be a pass play.
Here on third down. Breeze now. And
Ooh, under pressure.
Incomplete.
Took a shot.
Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles.
Kirk Cousins.
2 scores here on the road.
Nice pass.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if
for a 6 pass and 26 yards and a touchdown.
Lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like
this. We got penalties.
Think about what it would be like to be
I'll start.
And take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Cousins now, and Rudolph has it, the tight end.
They had the touchdown, Kyle Rudolph.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and
third and 3.
Here it's third down. Draw play, Cousins to He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
So far, so good, guys. Good guy, good game on our hands.
Second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all
nice Duke move.
And sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works out.
Marcus Sherrills, the return.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Breeze.
Nice pass to Breeze. Jared Cook breaks the tackle, is down the sideline.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
Nice broken tackle.
Play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll go down at the 28.
RPO's working and on Pro too.
To throw on second and 6. Breeze.
Nice pass. Oh, he couldn't haul it in. It got broken up.
Contact, no call, and it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. There's Breeze.
Breeze got to get rid of it.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice blocking by the offensive line.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time.
Nice return.
Through the post, take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
You got the 30-yard line.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd and 11.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Get him. Got him, coach. Cameron Meredith with the pressure. Not Cameron Meredith. Cameron Jordan.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Ooh, with a juke. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael
Thomas. Nice pass to Michael Thomas.
Takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Everson Griffin able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 50.
That's not going in there.
And that one's not going to get there.
That's too far.
An ambitious effort,
Let's
but it's
see.
well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit the 62-yarder to hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away.
Looks like a holding call.
When it's real.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
David Morgan.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Got him, coach.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Mario Davis.
Mario Davis coming in for the sack that time. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They go play action. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And they got most of the yards back.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a
3rd and 1. They're running it.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing is Cousins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit.
Good
they
defense.
took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On that play. Oh, they're going for it.
Not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch
they're double teaming Cameron Jordan.
They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Got the first.
Contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Cousins on 1st down. And
good defense.
Incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throw complete to the tight end.
Oh, not going anywhere, sir.
Be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
All right, the backups is in.
Now back to throw. The open man is Smith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
B.J. Williams.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
1st down.
In the end zone, touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Taylor there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to
Come on, Bridgewater.
2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking
They
up
trying
the
to
first.
power hit somebody.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. 1st down, Bridgewater. And lucky
Come
to
on,
get
Bridgewater.
away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And again, it's Bridgewater. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2.
Nice pass.
He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. There goes
Going deep.
Ball, end zone. And
Oh.
it is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Caught by Allen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. To the air again with Bridgewater.
Nice pass.
His open man, it's Carr. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the set. Fighting for the end zone.
Wow.
Football, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Dang, Latavius Murray.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Let's see. I think he was down. Nope. He coughed it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 2.
Got him, coach.
Flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No.
Got him.
Pressure gets to him again. Malcolm Brown at $3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Breaking tackles.
Strong running. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater.
Nice pass. They're trying to big stick somebody.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That'll make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Murray. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Bridgewater now. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Saints on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Allen's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of
all right, only down by 8.
So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go
nice run.
and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away.
Ooh, that was a nice run by Abdullah.
And have it end up in the end zone.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Abdullah. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that
nice defense.
Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw.
Ooh, he caught it.
Receiver, that's Chad Beebe.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Set ready. 8 read.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Following the penalty, Abdullah. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Got him.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Wes Horton.
Wes Horton, his 2nd sack of the night.
And he was double team blocked too.
Now on 3rd,
setting up the screen. Oh, he's got running room.
It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
2-minute drill.
I think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's
oh, come on. You got to catch that. Bridgewater threw that right to you.
That's the one that bothers me more.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Nice punt coverage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, like how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Are they really trying to put more points on the board?
He'll look to throw.
Got him.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Oh, that should have been a pick.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He finds Taylor, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got him, coach.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Throwing is Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This is one of 2 Friday night games here in preseason week number 1 with Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh currently in the 3rd quarter. We had 11 games last night and 3 more tomorrow night to wrap things up. Cincinnati, Kansas City, the Rams in Oakland, and the Cowboys visiting the 49ers. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Guy.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments
Saints can come back.
in that locker room.
They need Teddy Bridgewater, though, to step it up and Latavius Murray not coughing up the ball.
I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. about teams scripting plays to start a game, a lot of
They're
them
going to
script to
block in the
start the
back.
second
Rashad
half, too.
Matthews.
And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Putting on the offense. Michael Ola.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
We need somebody to get open.
Second and a long way to go. Bridgewater. He finds Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On second down, this is Madison. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
3rd and 3. Got to get the stop here. Loader.
3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And he'll get 2, maybe 3.
Abdullah's running pretty good. He got 9 yards of carry.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Slaughter's having a good game. He's 9 of 11.
Yards the pick up there. Move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Abdullah.
And he got the first.
Inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go jet sweep. This is Taylor, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the run, Abdullah. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Dang. Minnesota striking again. Nice pass.
To Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Looking to throw.
Got him, coach.
The pressure here and taken down. A sack
2 sacks for Malcolm Brown.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's
Come on, Bridgewater.
They need points.
Big time.
Nice pass.
Start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Nice run up the middle.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They go with Murray again.
Nice run by Murray.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup.
Murray's starting to get something going.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd
Definitely
down.
pass play here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they
Come on, Bridgewater.
3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got him in.
Nice, got the first.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1
he's fighting
yard
back
to go on 3rd down. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2.
Oh, come
knocked
on.
away and incomplete.
No. Bridgewater, you got to make that connection.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Look at Minnesota's playing good football offensively.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's do it. 43 in the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Shoot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run with Abdullah.
Nice juke move.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
8, read.
They go with Abdullah again. Just a
Nice
2-yard
stop, Saints.
pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he's going to be taken
Blocking the
down
back.
with a marker on the field.
Oh, hold
So
him.
let's see about the call.
Easton.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater.
Nice
gets it to
pass.
Matthews, complete. And
From
past the
Matthews.
40
Get 2 feet
before he's
in.
out of bounds. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing. Bridgewater. And he
Oh, come
fires
on.
one, but incomplete.
Gotta catch that. Latavius Murray.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
60 outlaw.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before,
Yes,
realize it hasn't
and
worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of
Nice,
those special
that
plays from
ball.
one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll look to throw.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Abdullah. Oh, good move. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Abdullah's having a good game.
They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So in Saints territory
running
now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running it again.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another carry now for Madison. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Pass play. Oh, they're running it.
This is Abdullah.
Dang, got the 1st.
Picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Abdullah. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. He's going to take a shot for the end.
Interception.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
The rookie from Florida. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into it.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete.
Come on, Bridgewater. You got to find the open receiver. Nobody's open? Okay.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Good try there.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. That one complete to Hill. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's
More time running out for the Saints.
Come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Well, this one complete to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Bridgewater. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Bridgewater now. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Bridgewater.
All day.
He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Good touch. Wow.
They don't want set. Let it in. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Bridgewater now on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephen Weatherly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They converted
keep the
once
offense
earlier
on the
in this
field.
drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Bridgewater.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Shamar Stephen and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2nd and 5. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll drop the throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here. And
Face mask.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Trying the power game with Ham. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because
All right, that's going to do it, guys. We're going to go ahead and fast forward to the end of the game.
So the final
27-9.
seconds
Lose
have ticked
preseason
away in
game
this
1.
Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, that was Cook. Yeah, he was going to have a good game, too. He got Alexander Madison. They ran all over us. Got the passing game going a little bit. Rashawn Matthews, 6 catches. Kirkwood, 4 catches, 56 yards. Tavis Murray got involved in the passing game. Jared Cook, Michael Thomas, Josh Hill, Traquan Smith. We just could not get in the end zone. Andrew P. gave us a sack. A lot of sacks this game, guys. Sacks. Malcolm Brown had 3 by himself. Wes Horton had 2. Cameron Jordan had 1. Chauncey Gardner had 1. Lamar Davis had 1. Marcus Williams had a sack. 1 interception by Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Look at all those pass deflections. Like it. Hand on the football. Forced fumble, 1 by Anthony Barr, 1 by Eric Wilson. 1 by J-Ron Curse. All right, guys. That's week 1 of preseason. Didn't get the victory, but we saw some good gameplay, and I like it so far on Pro. We'll see how it works out. I like the way people are juking and trying to make plays. On all Madden and on all Pro, it seems like they just run up the field. They do play tighter defense, but I like that there's the dice roll is a little bit better on Pro. But I just wish the scores wasn't so high. Excuse me, at times, but sometimes they do get high in real life. So we'll see how that works out. But I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see what happens on all pro, on not all pro, but on Pro default with my penalty sliders. With these New Orleans Saints, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.